Morning. Really quick video because genuinely one of the questions I get asked the most on Instagram is what do you take for a day out in the mountains? Now, rather than try and answer that a dozen times a day, we're sat here in the car park at the bottom of the Ogwen Valley, as you can see, about to go out for a day mountaineering. I thought we've got 5 minutes, why don't we just run through it now? So I'll start with what goes in here and then I'll talk about what's on me. So as you can see, Osprey 30 litre day sack. My personal opinion, any companies that only create one thing are normally pretty good at it. So Osprey, a really strong, solid choice for me. It tends to be my my pack of choice for a day in the mountains. This specifically, because it's so versatile, you can put your water bottles and stuff up front. So if you were doing a bit of fast packing, bit of running, all that sort of good stuff, you can stick your hydration in there. Yeah. For me today, I've gone with a Camelback. I've got 3 litres of fluid in here because I'm a heavy sweater and we will be exerting ourselves today, so 3 litres of fluid in there. Moving forwards, we've then got lovely bits of food in here. Obviously, wouldn't be going anywhere without real meals, so those are absolutely mega. For days like today in the mountains, when you are kind of swapping between exertion and then just sort of mooching, chilling, walking in between bits to bits, so those are really strong and solid choice. Going inside the bag then, obviously, we have got Yeti, full of coffee, buzzing for that. We'll probably crack it open as soon as I finish this video, to be honest. And then obviously we've got the food as well. Inside the dry bag, and if you don't dry bag your kit, now is a really good time to start, especially on days like today when you don't know whether or not it is going to piss down. But inside here, we've got a mid layer. I wasn't too sure if I was going to bring this or not. This is just an Arc'teryx Atom AR. In my personal opinion, one of the most versatile and reliable bits of kit that you can have is an Atom AR. Synthetic, so if it does get wet, it's not the end of the world. It won't fail to insulate. That's a really good mid layer that I'll put on when we stop moving and stuff like that. So when we stop for lunch, that'll get put on. And then the hard shell option, in case it does piss down, I have the Arc'teryx SV. I'll have to redo that bit. We have the, what is it called again? Alpha SV. Yeah. Ready? So if it does piss down, we've got the Arc'teryx Alpha SV, which is a very capable hard shell. So there's not really anything you could do in this that will cause it to breach unless you abuse it for years gone by. But yeah, you will not really find anyone who's got a bad thing to say about these as a hard shell. They are a bit spenny, but honestly, Vinted is your friend. That's all I'm going to say. Right, if you can find one on Vinted, you're awake, you are laughing. Really good bits of kit. So I'll stick that in there. Now on the man, obviously Fjallraven Keb pants. The reason I prefer these out of all the Fjallraven pants is simply because of this stretch gusset, okay? They actually give you mobility, you can move around, and then obviously we've got ventilation zips on side and bottom, and then obviously you can cinch them in at the ankle with these press studs. On the feet, a lot of people are familiar with the La Sportiva Boulder X. It's a really good shoe. I've actually got a pair as well. But in my opinion, the TX4, what I have on today, actually beats them and outperforms them. It's lighter, it's more flexible, so you can actually walk and hike in them a little bit more easily. When you are doing like edging and forms of climbing that don't quite yet warrant an actual climbing shoe, they're really capable on the front as well. So TX4 on the feet. This is an Arc'teryx Gamma jacket, so this is just a soft shell, so it's kind of weatherproof, not properly waterproof, but when you're just moving around, getting a bit of a sweat on, these soft shell layers are absolutely fantastic. You don't want a mid layer on because you'll just sweat your back out and you'll get that layer wet. You don't want your hard shell on because then you're just going to basically create condensation inside. So the soft shells are perfect for these environments. And then of course we have Uncharted Expeditions t-shirt underneath. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into climbing gear today because that's not really my area of expertise, and there's so many different variations and setups, so I'm not going to touch that today. But in terms of what I take for a day in the mountains, this is my loadout, and I hope that helps.